Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Following hours of work, the Knox Mountain wildfire is now classified as under control. The fast-moving blaze created a dramatic scene with smoke visible all across the city, all while residents were taking in Canada Day celebrations. According to officials, if it wasn't for previous fire mitigation, the blaze could have been much worse. On the coast, a family in Port Moody has a warning for everyone living in Bear Country. Don't forget to lock your vehicle. As Angela Jung reports, the smell of one granola bar still in its wrapper might have been the catalyst for what could be a complete write-off. With hot and dry conditions continuing across the Okanagan, that could mean worsening fire behavior for the Eagle Bluff wildfire burning in Osoyoos. And joining me now is meteorologist Peter Quinlan. Peter, with such a fast-moving and aggressive wildfire, is there any relief on the way in the South Okanagan for this fire? At least 2 people have been killed and another 30 injured following a mass shooting in Baltimore early Sunday morning.
All of Baltimore is grieving.
Police say that gunshots were reported in the neighborhood of Brooklyn around 12:30 Sunday morning. An 18-year-old woman was pronounced dead at the scene, and a 20-year-old man died from his injuries in hospital. Authorities say 20 other victims were taken to hospital, 3 of whom are in critical condition. No suspects have been arrested in connection with the incident. It's a Barbie world, and we are just living in it. The summer blockbuster had a dream opening weekend, smashing records and its competition. And as Dana Griffin reports, Barbie is no longer just a doll. She's now a phenomenon.
Victoria Femia is standing by in studio tonight with the latest details on this quickly changing situation. Victoria.
Kimberly, the fire is already believed to be caused by lightning. The area was under a severe thunderstorm watch for about 30 minutes before it started, and it was discovered just after 2 o'clock this afternoon. Fire crews and air tankers have been on scene since it began. Now, according to local residents, flames are seen rising from the nearby mountaintop as air supports continue to drop down buckets of water. 8 personnel and 3 helicopters from BC Wildfire Service are at the scene. A high-profile BC gangster has been ordered extradited to Canada from Puerto Rico. As Ramina Dea reports, it's the latest chapter in a more than decade-long battle to bring Connor DeMonte back to BC to face justice. Former Kelowna Mayor Colin Basran is scheduled to be back in court on the charge of sexual assault this spring. Today was the second scheduled court appearance for Basran. However, like the first, he didn't attend in person. The next court date is set for April 4th. By then, Crown Counsel should have turned over a signed disclosure of information on the charge. Another warm day around the Okanagan today, and with that, we'll bring in Peter Quinlan for an extended look at the forecast. Hello, Peter.
Hey, Victoria, did you get out to enjoy the warm weekend?
I did get out to enjoy the warm weekend. Well, as much as I could. You know, I was working.
Oh,
so I did as much as I could, but it was beautiful. You know, I'm so thankful for the ongoing summer temperatures, Peter.
I know. It never seems like it ends at this time of year, Victoria.
The firefight in BC remains tense, with over 350 wildfires burning. The federal government has brought in an unprecedented level of international support to help fight these fires. It truly has become a global effort to keep Canadians' land and properties from burning. Global's Neetu Garcha got the chance to meet some of the firefighters who came to Canada to help keep us safe. An Edmonton woman made a unique discovery while collecting rocks in a local park with her 8-year-old. They found a bone fragment and had a hunch it might be something old. And as Global's Lisa McGregor reports, they were right. That event was ultimately canceled during the pandemic, though organizers said at the time that there was a commitment from Kelowna to host again one day in the future. The last time Kelowna hosted the annual competition was 1968. And that's Global Okanagan News for now. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.